Hello, Eagle Nation. I'm Katie Tolbert.
And I'm Shaquem Holloway.
And this is Sports Talk with the George Ann. So this week, the Eagles football team definitely didn't have any time off. They played at home after their bye week against conference opponent, the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. This game was probably a little too close for comfort considering it was parent weekend and there was a crowd of 6,827. But the Eagles pulled out a victory over the Mocs 23-21. A player that I wanted to give a lot of props to has to be freshman kicker Younghoe Koo, who was named Southern Conference Special Teams Player of the Week. He made 2 field goals that were crucial to the Eagles' victory. His first field goal of 32 yards gave the Eagles their largest lead throughout the entire game. And then with 1 minute and 56 seconds left in the game, he made a 26-yard field goal that sealed the victory for GSU.
I love that kid's name, Younghoe Koo. Koo netted all 3 of his field goal attempts. When he stepped up in the place of suspended kicker Connor Tierney, Koo may have won a starting job with that performance. He received a lot of praise from Coach Muckin when I covered GSU signing day, as he was arguably the most important player of this freshman class. Seeing as how many of GSU's losses from last season all have one thing in common: missed field goals.
I mean, if this game wasn't as close as it was, then it wouldn't be a true GSU versus UTC football game. The last 2 games between these 2 teams went into triple overtime, but GSU won them both, just like this past Saturday. Let's watch some clips from the game. I'm glad to see the Eagles turn things around after their loss to Wofford. But continuing with conference play for this Eagle team, this weekend the Eagles will be traveling to Samford University to face off against the Bulldogs. Comparing these 2 teams is tough to do because what one team lacks, the other team has. For example, GSU has posted 267.2 more rushing yards than Samford, but Samford has posted 175.6 more passing yards than GSU. But when it comes down to it, GSU should have this game as a victory. Samford allows more points, allows more yards, and has a smaller scoring average than GSU.
The true test will be Samford's passing game versus GSU's pass defense. Samford has a potent passing game led by Andy Summerlin, who is coming off a game where he threw for over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He led the Bulldogs to a blowout win over Western Carolina, 62-23. If GSU gets behind early with their passing game led by Kevin Ellison, who is still improving things could get real ugly for GSU. However, I doubt Georgia Southern will fall behind, as Samford's defense isn't exactly a steel curtain. They're ranked 6th in the SoCon in total defense, while GSU is ranked 1st. For my prediction, I see GSU getting big yards on the ground, scoring early, and forcing Samford to rely desperately on its passing game, which could force some turnovers. GSU wins 35-24.
The last time these two teams matched up, Swope played a big role in their victory. So it will be interesting to see how the Eagles fare without him against the Bulldogs. And with that, we'll be right back after a commercial break provided by a student organization.
Hello everyone, we're with the University Programming Board and we're here to talk to you about our spring concert poll. I'm Paige, I'm the Vice President of Public Relations.
I'm Becca Pollock, I'm the President.
And I'm Ashley Nixon, I'm the Special Events Chair.
As many of you may know, we're doing a poll for the spring concert. If you've seen our list on My Involvement or around campus, you know that some of the artists include Miranda Lambert, Jason Mraz, Rascal Flatts,
Carrie Underwood, Darius Rucker, Flo Rida, Eric Church,
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Imagine Dragons, Kelly Clarkson, and One Republic.
We're really excited about this list with UPB. We hope you are too. So please make sure you log on to My Involvement and vote so we can hear the student voice.
Football wasn't the only successful Eagle team. The volleyball team is just continuing to win and win and win. This weekend and this week, the Eagles improved their record to 15-2, only having losses to non-conference teams Troy and UGA. As for conference play, the Eagles have a perfect record of 3-0. They played 3 consecutive home matches against Elon University, University of North Carolina at Greensboro, and the Citadel.
The Eagles entered conference play having won 6 games straight. Elon presented the Eagles with a challenge as they were able to win one set. Not many teams have done it against this volleyball team. Outside hitter Jamie Durrett has been a beast for GSU. She posted her career highs in kills and digs, going for 23 kills and 19 digs, preventing the Phoenix from any sort of rebirth. Durrett didn't stop there. She posted 15 kills against UNCG, only to be topped by her teammate Nicole Jesselnick, who had 16. They wouldn't be able to be as efficient if it wasn't for Catalin Minnerly, though she dished out 44 assists against UNCG and a whopping 52 assists against Elon. UNCG was no easy test, however, forcing GSU to their first 5-game match of the season.
Although the match against the Citadel was probably their easiest of the week, I wanted to look at some things that I found intriguing. Now, this match could have easily been predicted because GSU is ranked 1st in the SoCon, and the Citadel is ranked last. But in this match, you can really see how the Eagles are just waiting to get out of this conference. They made the Citadel look like a high school volleyball team, and trust me, I know because they look like just like my old team did from back in the day. The Citadel made several errors due to the lack of simple fundamentals. When you are playing a collegiate sport, you don't let one single ball go untouched. The Eagles dominated at the net, attacking everything, set perfect or not, and they also did a great job at getting up and reaching for those blocks. Several outside hitters got their opportunity to shine, slamming the ball right along the sideline. The Bulldogs were diving all over the court to try and dig up those balls, but they just could not stop that Eagle defense.
I'm glad to see that they're not getting complacent with all of their success. When you're this good, sometimes it's easy to get complacent. But I believe that the team model, which is to stay aggressive, has really been ingrained in the girls' minds, and they believe in Coach Justin Wood's system.
And that system seems to be working flawlessly. We'll be right back after another commercial break provided by a student organization.
Hello everyone, we're with the University Programming Board and we're here to talk to you about our spring concert poll. I'm Paige, I'm the Vice President of Public Relations.
I'm Becca Pollock, I'm the President.
And I'm Ashley Nixon, I'm the Special Events Chair.
As many of you may know, we're doing a poll for the spring concert. If you've seen our list on My Involvement or around campus, you know that some of the artists include Miranda Lambert, Jason Mraz, Rascal Flatts,
Carrie Underwood, Darius Rucker, Flo Rida, Eric Church,
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Imagine Dragons, Kelly Clarkson, and One Republic.
We're really excited about this list with UPB. We hope you are too. So please make sure you log on to My Involvement and vote so we can hear the student voice.
Continuing with the winning Eagle teams, women's soccer got their first road win against the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Following up last week's episode, senior midfielder Alana Rudd did not have to step up and play goalie again. This game, a GSU club soccer player, sophomore Molly Williams, hopped on board with this team and filled in, earning 4 saves in her first collegiate soccer game ever, which is pretty impressive if you ask me.
GSU may have struck gold with Molly Williams. She played really well. She only allowed 1 goal over the weekend, which led to Georgia Southern winning 1 game and tying in another. For her effort, she was named SoCon Women's Soccer Player of the Week.
This whole team really stepped up for this game. On offense, the Eagles outshot the Mocs 21-9, and the defense only allowed the Mocs to get 5 shots on goal. Having to switch around players this way isn't really always easy, and I can understand this because I had to switch around my fantasy football team this week and was not happy about it.
Can we not talk about fantasy football? I had a horrible week. I benched Torrey Smith for Hakeem Nicks, and Torrey sat on my bench and went off for 22 points. But good old Hakeem Nicks gave me 3 solid points. I only had 50 points that game. My whole bench outscored my starters. I'm 0-4, and I'm still going to win the pot.
The move that really got to me was having to put Aaron Rodgers on my bench because this past week was his bye week. I know my backup quarterback is Matt Ryan, and for all you Falcon fans in Georgia, I'm sure you think I'm crazy, but I have a method to my madness. Rodgers is clutch when it comes to fantasy. Just within the first 2 weeks, he earned me 59 points. Ryan always is in the double digits as well, but I don't see him getting me 30-plus points in 1 week like Rodgers does. Needless to say, I'm very happy to have Rodgers back on my roster this week.
All I know is this week, Shady, Jordan Cameron, Cam Newton, and A.J. Green won't let me down. Don't believe me? Just watch.
That's all the sports talk we have for you this week. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next week.